players like yourself not getting the credit they get for doing the things that they do.
Yeah, I can get in my feelings about it, bro. I think like a few years ago, it used to really kind of like get at me. But then I realized, the game is a hustle behind everything, whatnot, right? I'm in a smaller market. I played in Indiana. You're not going to view us on TV every night like your Lakers or your Celtics. When they play on ESPN, whatever, every night. We only get so much exposure. Another thing, we ain't been in the playoffs in 3-4 years. So people aren't going to take you serious if you ain't winning, you ain't got that much success. Individual success is one thing, but team success is everything when it comes to the NBA, bro. Like, you got to put everybody behind you on. So if you're not winning, it's like, how good are you really doing? But at the end of the day, when you get in between them lines and you're going against Myles Turner, you know what to expect, bro. They ain't going to give it all every single night. Every single night. One of the best drop defenders. He's one of the best shot blockers, and he's a competitor. I know I'm speaking in the third person, but you feel me? Like,
no, you got to. You got to.
You get on fists like this and
you got to. Ain't no one gonna put me on like I can put myself on, and that's kind of what I've realized since I've been in the league or maturing and whatnot. Right? I can sit here and wait for stuff to happen, or I can make stuff happen.
Yep.
And I know that's what I'm gonna do. I'm an asset to any organization I'm with. I've been loyal to Indiana since I've been in the league and whatnot. They know what I provide. So when you get in between them lines, you know how I'm a rock, bro. And I don't need the outside validation for that. The brotherhood, the ones that know that 450, know what I'm gonna rock every night.
But my thing is, when you're talking about like defensive awards, right? I've never understood the metrics of how you're, deciding, right? Like when you have two players on one team, a guard and a big man, who's actually getting that stop? Right? If I'm stopping my man and then the defense, are you both getting the same stop, which makes you both look good, versus an independent person who's out there playing defense by himself? Yeah, it might not, the team might not be a great defensive team, but as an individual, this person is, versus you got two players on one team playing defense, but they're both getting the same award, which never made sense to me. So, like you're leading, the NBA in blocks. Obviously, you're a defender, which means you should automatically be the team is horrible at defense. Well, he ain't.
Right.
It's a popularity contest.
Well, they're not winning. That doesn't stop him from playing defense, right? If we're not winning, if I go 0-82 and I average 38, I'm leading the NBA in scoring. I'm number one, right? Same thing with defense. So, they fucking with you.
Analytically, we talk stats, right? All the time. Stat man. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at the stats and you look at like a guy like Draymond, right? Statistically, he doesn't show all of the things that he does for the team on the stats because he does so many different things to affect the game. Just like you alter shots because niggas know when you go in there, Myles is in there. So you gotta either dunk that shit or dish that shit. Right? So your metric, just like how Dwight used to alter the game, it wasn't always him leading the league in blocks, but it was just the way that the fear that the intimidation, when you go in there, he not going to be late for this. Like, he's going to meet me at the rim. I got to either dunk this shit or have some crafty shit with me. And so even you talk about drop in the pick and roll, like a lot of those metrics are not seen when you're showing and going. Like you was talking about Dwight yesterday. Dwight getting out there, he coming back. Mm-hmm. That's a defensive. Yeah, stabbing at the ball. Kenya Martin used to do that all the time.
Kenya Martin never got no love.
Man, never got no love for shit like that. Sheed and guys, KG. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at those metrics and you say, who's judging defensive players of the year, all defensive teams? When you, Gil was always talking about how Marcus Smart and with the hairline, Derek White, how they got certain defensive, accolades, and it was like they can't fucking guard nobody out there when it's time to fucking guard niggas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But at the end of the day, I feel like it's about reference point. I had the opportunity to be blessed to play FIBA a couple of years back, and the NBA rules are so much different than the overseas rules. And when you get a chance to actually play in that environment and stuff is so much more physical, you really got to respect it as a defender. As when the league, it's a little bit different. They call a little bit stuff more often. Outside of the playoffs one, they call stuff more often. I mean, it's a little bit, I'm not going to say softer, but like, it's just not the same, bro. Overseas, people are built like a little bit different than like within that rule set,
Absolutely.
Wait, you have 6 seasons averaging damn near 2.5 blocks a game.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Bro. I've been doing this a long time, bro.
6 out of the 8 seasons.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's
and then don't make one team. Like
not one defensive team, bro. Been in the playoffs 4 or 5 years out of my 8-year career, I've been putting on for a long time. Like I said, I've been one of the best drop defenders. Analytics is everything nowadays, right? That the metrics and whatnot. You could do deep dive into analytics. I'm one of the best defenders, but I'm not one of the best marketed defenders.
Yep.
There's a difference when it comes to the NBA, bro.
Yep.
I respect the brand. I respect the way that people within the organization move. But when it comes to actual defensive numbers, I've never gotten the respect I deserve. But it's all good. Like I said, I don't need the outside validation.
Hell no, Lopez is come on.
Yeah. Talk about it. Talk about it.
I don't think no one fears Lopez on defense. Mm-hmm. No one's, oh shit, I got to play against Lopez today.
Nah.
Right? No, I mean, even Steven Adams. Like, no one's scared of these dudes.
Can you see that on your side, though, when you playing against dudes? And Rashad's talking about just altering shots. Do you see the blocks, and the blocks show up in the stat sheet? But if you make a dude take a bad shot, for me, that's just as important as a block. So do you see dudes change and shift their game up when they see you out there ready to beat some shit up?
Absolutely, bro. You have your casual fans, and you have the ones who actually know the game. I know when I'm out there and I'm playing against people, you're not driving every time. When I come out the game, everybody's downhill. It's like, okay, now's the time. You gotta attack.
Yeah.
When I'm in the game, they gotta change up their whole, their whole offensive scheme. You know what I mean? And that's the type of stuff that doesn't show up in the stat sheet like he was talking about. And that's the type of stuff I pride myself in. I've had honestly, it's been a lot of fun just being that dude, bro. Like, I can kind of move however I want to move. When it comes to the whole intimidation thing, I don't have to have a fake personality. I can always just be myself. The talent will always speak for itself. The art will always speak for itself. And that's why I'm able to do and rock over the way I move. I look at guys like Dennis Rodman, man, someone I look up to as well. He's able to go out there, be himself off the floor. And when it comes on the floor, you're getting that dog. And that is the type of stuff I pride myself in.
So you're getting that dog on the defensive end, but you're also getting it on the offensive end. You're coming off career high year. I want to say, 18-8? We round up on this show always. We round up. 18-8, shooting 54% from the field, 37% from three. So what was different about this season compared to your first 7?
Bro, I got to play my position. Y'all realize out of the past 4 years, I've been playing out of my position. I've been playing the 4. Mm-hmm. Now, don't get me wrong. I pride myself in being able to be positionless and play, especially in the new NBA. You got to be able to do everything. But the 5 is something I played my entire career, especially defensively. When I'm able to go out there on offense and be the lone man to roll or to pop, you have to worry about what I'm going to do. And to post up, bro, I'm going to get to my right hand every time. Big Al Jefferson, my OG, bro. Big Al is my OG, man. He told me, bro, they can't stop you.
One of the
goats. And he instilled that confidence in me. James Johnson, my OG right now, they instilled confidence in me and just to go out there and to be myself. Whereas when I was at the 4, I was always guessing, do I cut? Do I space? Am I supposed to roll? Am I supposed to pop? Nah, at the 5, everything is natural, man. So I don't know, man. I've been able to actually just kind of step into my own lane this year. And I know it's only the beginning. I'm only stepping into the prime of my career. So I'm just a creator, man. I got so much more to go.
The prime. Wait a minute, you're only 27.
Yeah.
You still got 2 more years before you hit your prime.
Stepping into it.
So you came in 18, 19?
Yeah. So I came in 2015.
No, I'm saying 18, 19 years old.
18, 19 years old, yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So look, I love that you said Al Jefferson is the OG because I played with Al.
Yeah.
So when we talked about Cat in Minnesota, and I was like, look, Cat ain't got nothing on Big Al. What I seen Big Al do in 2 years when he got his contract, and he was killing Yao, he was killing KG, he was killing everybody. All right. Get to all right. That's what you call him. All right, Al. Go all right. All right. Can't stop it.
Scoop
But he had everything with his game, like you said. And this was during a time where there wasn't a lot of pick and pop threes, and Al wasn't shooting no threes like that. But he got to his spots. He could shoot the jumper. He had that pump fake, but everything was all right. Yeah, man, it was so cold, right? So to see that's where you took a lot of that offensive mentality. Hey, you're not gonna stop me getting to my right hand. I don't have to do anything outside of my element. I can shoot the 3. I can post up. And I love to roll. Like, a lot of guys don't even like to roll.
They don't like contact, bro. And I feel like that's what people, when I was at the 4, I guess the perception of me was I didn't like contact, bro. No, I love getting in there and mixing that shit up. I love to compete, bro. I love competing more than I love the game of basketball itself. And that I apply that to life. Yeah. Like, bro, I just kind of found my niche in this very early. So,
Love it. Love it.
So we out here at Summer League. Obviously, all eyes have been on Victor Wembanyama. You actually got the chance to work out with him last summer. So what did you see from those experiences just working out with his game and his development?
Vic's going to be around for a long time. I'm going to tell you that right now. I think that for what I saw, for his frame, like all love 7'5", by the way, all of it. Like, bro, people look at him like, okay, he's skinny. We got to go at him. We're going to hit him. It doesn't matter how hard you hit him, bro. Trust me, I've tried. You hit him, he's going to recover. He's 7'5". So even if you bump him off his spot, he's long enough to recover defensively. He's going to be an elite drop defender. He don't got to be a switch guy. If you want to go out there in the perimeter, he can do it if he wants to. But at the same time, he can shoot the three offensively. He can post up. He got crazy handle. You know, Tim Martin was our trainer and whatnot. We was able to go out there. Got to show big ups to him. Like, he literally got us in the gym and had us working on our game nonstop. But Vic is going to be fine. But as y'all know, when it comes to overseas niggas coming into the NBA, we going to test their mentality. And that's where Vic's got to get a little bit better. It's like is that dog in him and whatnot. I feel like it's deep down in him. He has it, but he's got to put that on display. Because for people trying to, you know, create opportunities for themselves here in the league or here in America and whatnot, they see overseas coming in, they see it as, oh, you taking my spot. And that's what it is. But when he comes over here, you don't really realize that as a European player or especially as a younger player. So when he develops that mentality of like, you know, it's me against the world, like you're not taking what I got, he's going to be just fine. He had that little rocky start that had a crazy game the next game. Y'all gonna see what he's capable of, man. I think he's gonna be a great player.
How excited are you, or how much are you looking forward to actually having to play against him now, NBA regular season game? And like you said, he's gonna have that target on his back. So it's all love, young fella, but yo, at the end of the day, like, yo, I gotta get mine too.
Same thing I just told you. It's like someone's trying to take your spot. Every year, as y'all know, 60 more players coming in. And then, you know, so either you're gonna get overtaken or you're gonna shine. I know me personally, I'm a confident motherfucker. Like, I know I'm a shine. But when it comes to Vic, when he comes in and whatnot, it's all love. When we get between them lines, you gotta bust their ass. That's what it is. If anybody else who has a platform and you go in between the lines and you're playing against them, you know, okay, if he has all these eyes on him, oh shit, it's my time. Because if you're watching him play, but it's like, oh shit, Myles Turner busted his ass. Like, who's this Myles Turner? Like, people don't really see that. But once you get that opportunity, you gotta take it. And that's what he'll learn as he goes into this. It's a fucking business, bro. As y'all know, as players have been around this, at the end of the day, this shit is a business.
Let me ask you this, though. See, he got injected into the San Antonio Spurs, right? So a guy like Tim Duncan never was known to be that dog, and everybody was trying to get that dog out of him. But he was always fundamentally sound, where Timmy didn't need the dog to do what he did. So I always feel right now with Wemby he's been injected to San Antonio where they don't have the dog mentality, and he's going to need that. So how is he going to translate what you're saying he needs where he is when everybody's coming at him like that?
Well, that's on the front office. You got to get some dogs in that locker room to build a mentality. When I first got in the league, I didn't really have too much of like a dog in me. Like, I was a competitor. I was really good at defense. I was talented. But when it came to mentality, like, I was a little intimidated when I first got here. Bro, I'm 19 years old. I'm 220 pounds. You got guys, DeMarcus Cousins and Dwight Howards, we were talking about going at me every night. I didn't really know how to handle it. But then I had great OGs, bro. I came in with PG, right? Paul George is someone who I watched him work every single day. Monte Ellis, Rodney Stuckey, CJ Myles, like George Hill. These are all guys that I watched work every day who had that dog in them and they would steal that mentality every single day. So if you don't have the right people around you, of course you're going to fold. So when we talk about the business, that's when it comes to that business fold. If I'm San Antonio, it's like, okay, we got to get someone like James Johnson in our locker room who's going to actually instill that confidence in people every day. So, man, it's all about showing love, bro. My OGs actually got me right. The reason I'm still doing what I'm doing today. Obviously, I put on for myself, but they instilled a mentality in me to keep me here.
So you talking about?
Wait, hold on. You said Tim Duncan didn't have no dog.
Yeah, I was just like, huh?
No, what you mean?
Yeah, he didn't have it. He had fundamental talent. He never exhibited that.
He had a softer demeanor.
Yeah, because
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you're not a dog, though.
He was different. He was a different type of dog. It wasn't the dog that we are talking about. We're talking about
bark out loud.
Yeah, we're talking about the dog. The dog. What dog you know that they're not fucking? We talking about what? Tough pound. We talking about that dog on your hat.
Yeah,
when you come around here, it's get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, get the fuck
Now
away.
Timmy didn't have that.
Because I'm
have
scared that you're gonna jump in here. So
Timmy didn't have that.
you ever went to the zoo? You ever been to the zoo with
I
your
don't
kids?
go to the zoos.
You never been to the zoo with the kids?
No.
All right. When you go to the tiger cage, right? The tigers that's up front barking and all them, doing that shit. Those not the one. The one that's just sitting there and not paying attention, lazy. That's him.
Yeah, but
that's the one when he do rawr. That's when you have to worry about.
But when he
Tim
do, Tim never did it. He never had to.
Because he was that confident.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm him.
That's what
I'm
that though.
All NBA first.
But I said
first
that.
team as a rookie.
I said that Tim didn't have to have the rawr. Tim through the fundamentals.
He wasn't a dog.
Oh, he wasn't that dog. He wasn't that dog. I didn't say he wasn't a dog. He wasn't that dog.
Who was the dog? Him or KG?
KG was the dog,
but he could not outbark that dog.
He couldn't get Tim's dog out. That was the reason. KG used to always say, "Man, I can't get this nigga to fucking talk shit or nothing." Because
Tim was like, he's a little puppy to me.
Tim was more like a gorilla. He was like the gorilla. He wasn't more like the dog. He was like, I'm gonna beat my chest when I need to.
Because I have the same demeanor. It's the same shit. I'm chill. As soon as you rile me up and start talking some shit, it's like, what? Then I take my game to a different level. You will never see me out there talking shit like, nigga, I'm bust your ass, this, that. That ain't me. But if you rile me up, it takes me to a whole different fucking level. Shot starts going in. I start blocking more shots. It just gasses me up. And like I said, you've been around the league long enough. You know there's certain people you don't poke and certain people that you're like, all right, I'm gonna fuck with him. It don't fucking matter, bro. Once you go out there and actually do you and you establish yourself, like I like what you're saying about Tim, bro. The nigga's so fucking talented, bro. He don't have to be that big bravado. Yep. It's just in him. But you know that.
That's not what he was saying.
Yes, it was what I was saying. That's not what you want me to say. You just want to have something to fucking say, like all the time, nigga. Listen to what I'm saying instead of forming your own shit while I'm talking. You're like, is you fucking saying? No, nigga, that's not what I'm saying. I said what I said. Okay, Tim Duncan did not have the same type of dog that we all are used to seeing. He was a quiet, I'm doing my own shit, and Tim didn't have to do the barking. He fucking attacked your ass.
You know why? You know why though? Because Pop.
That's what I was saying about Wemby. Wemby needs a nigga that's gonna bring a dog out of him.
So you don't think Wemby can have the same demeanor?
But then you just said yesterday that they didn't need Pop as on the sideline, right?
No, I said he can be up top.
Right.
Wait. No. At my ass, nigga, I said he could do this shit from up top.
No.
He could do this shit from up. He don't need to be his old ass sitting there next to him doing that shit. He can have him in meetings.
That dog needs to be on that sideline.
No, he don't.
On that sideline.
He up top. He up top.
I love it.
He up top.
Y'all
Y'all niggas is always trying to make a nigga look a certain way. Y'all never. I'm gonna stand on my square, nigga, because I win so much with y'all niggas. Y'all can't fuck with me. I don't want to fucking hear it. No, I didn't. That's how you heard it. That's how you heard it. That's how you heard it. Because y'all both hear the same shit all the time, nigga. What you mean? You're not listening.
I heard Tim Duncan wasn't a dog.
He's not a dog like that.
Like what?
Like fucking the KG dog. It's two. It's a fucking bull massive, and then there's a motherfucker Doberman pitcher. Then there's a pit bull.
Okay, which one is more powerful?
Then there's a fucking Labrador.
Okay,
nigga, there's a lot of different fucking dogs.
And which one is the more powerful?
It don't matter about power, nigga. It's matter who's gonna bite you the hardest.
No, who's gonna bark the loudest?
Who's gonna bite you the hardest?
Tim Duncan was the biter.
Yes. Labradors bite just as hard as fucking pit bulls.
So KG would have been the barker, and Tim Duncan would have been the biter.
Yes.
So what is Wemby? Because you don't know.
I don't know. We don't know what Wemby is now. He's a fucking Chihuahua right now.
No.
He's a fucking Taco Bell dog.
What I'm saying is you're talking about a barker.
No, I'm talking about the dog, the big dogs that we all know are big dogs. A bull massive.
I'll say about Wemby, bro. Like I said, I got a chance to work out for a couple of days. He not that big barker. But when they get in between them lines, it's like, oh shit, this nigga got some shit. Like, you know.
Is he giving you any of the Tim Duncan talking a little bit of shit, a wink, a smile, anything like
bro,
that?
Bro, you know how the foreign niggas get down, bro. Especially France, like they a little bit nicer, but like that's them the ones that piss you off the most. Cause I'm that same type of person. I'm not a witty comeback ass nigga, but like I'm gonna say some shit that's gonna piss you off. Like, oh shit, damn, you let me do that to you? Oh shit, like that's the type of shit like that you're like, oh, like you gassing shit up. You're not saying no witty shit. You're not coming at a nigga's like persona. You just actually talking. You talking your shit. That's gonna piss you off the most. It's like, damn, how's the nigga that build Legos busting my ass like that? Like, that's like
nigga build Legos, yeah.
You got your ass beat by the Lego king. The Cubic's master.
The Cubic, right? Yeah.
I just hit your ass with the bop, 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 bop.
That's how I love being able to move how I can sit how I sit. I can move how I move and roll. But you know when I get in between there, it's gonna be a fucking dogfight. It's gonna be a fucking battle. I don't gotta bark. My game speak for itself. I understand that perception is reality, right? Especially when it comes to our league. People are gonna perceive you in any certain type of light. But when it comes between the lines, I don't give a fuck how you perceive me. This game is game, and game knows game, as y'all know.
So what type of dog are you?
Bull massive.
bull
I'm
mastiff.
both. I'll bite your ass and I'm barking. And I'm
What type of dog are you?
I don't need to bark.
No.
Why you always barking then, nigga?
Josiah, what type of dog are you, Josiah?
Nigga bark the most. He bark the most out of everybody.
I'm this dog right here.
Everybody.
I've never said anything on the court.
You a lie.
Ask somebody. When I hit 60 on Darren Williams, he's seen 60. He ain't have to hear nothing.
Gilbert.
I'm more of a Nate dog.
I talk after the game or before the game. Never on the court.
G-Funk.
Didn't need to. You know what I mean? I'm hurting feelings.
What you say you are?
Gil, you was hitting game winners talking about hibachi.
Yeah, he turning around.
You was turning around talking about hibachi.
Nothing, man.
This little, I just said raindrops. I was that dude.
Gilbert, that's talking
That's
shit.
talking shit. That's talking shit.
Gilbert, that's talking
like,
shit.
Like I'm not talking to you.
Okay.
Like it's just hibachi.
Like, talk some shit.
I'm just a hibachi.
Talking shit.
On fire.
Gilbert, that's talking
Good play.
shit.
Like,
Gilbert, that's talking
No,
shit.
that's not talking
Listen to
shit.
this.
Oh my
I'm
God.
the witty one.
It's witty shit talking.
It's witty.
Just
It's
like
piss
Lou.
you off shit talking.
Yeah.
It's that low hibachi.
Like you said with Jay Will, when you was trying to take the ball, calm down, young fella.
Yeah, calm down.
You're not gonna
young
get that.
fella.
motherfucker. Hey, shit,
Like you're not gonna get this one. Yeah, not this time.
I got a question. Like, who's some of the best shit talkers y'all done played against? I'm very curious about this.
Oh, I came in when that was a hype. Gary Payton, Sam Cassell, Big Mark Jackson, Kevin Garnett.
Me, KG, Boston. Yep, KG for sure.
I played with tickets, so him and GP, 100%.
Was it bothersome though? Did it ever get to the point where you so used to hearing it that it was like, oh, I know he's just gonna talk shit to me?
Well, you know, I'm a shit talker too. So
Okay.
I feel like I was the only nigga that got under KG's fucking skin. Like I knew what to say. I remember I was on the sideline, I was hurt, and Eddie Griffin was busting his ass. And I used to get his ass, EG, get his ass. He threw the ball. Shut the fuck up, get your ass on the motherfucking court. You gonna talk some shit. And it's like, you know, when you could talk shit, even with GP, if you talk shit to GP, nigga, he on your ass the whole game. He not letting up. It's like you the mark now. And KG the same nigga. He see it in you, like I'm on your ass. So for me, I love shit talking. It gave me an edge because now I can poke at a nigga and know that he too sensitive to take what I'm saying, and I can go overboard with it.
Exactly.
Like you start going overboard, like you don't like me like that. Like when we get in the back, it's like niggas want to have that conversation with you, and it's like, yo, relax, bro. You know what I mean? We just talking shit.
For real?
bro.
I've never, no one's ever got under my skin. I had the ultra green light. You don't even play like what?
You don't even what?
Like when GP got to Miami and he got Shaq and all in. You ain't Shaq or D Wade. You go get 4-5 shots, 1 for a flat. I'm just gonna ice it. We gonna keep going till you be quiet. I don't gotta pass. I'm saying I ain't gotta pass it to them. How you gonna keep? All right. Put them on the
You
island.
said a lot. You can break somebody, bro. This game is 85% mental, 10% skill, and 5% luck, bro. You can really break somebody. If you're not securing yourself as a man on that floor, you got some shit going on off the floor, niggas will expose you, bro. But like when you actually securing yourself just as a person and know who you are and know how fucking nice you are when you get up on the floor, ain't shit nobody can say to you. And that's kind of where I comes in my career. Like, you know, my first couple of years, like I said, you come with a little bit of insecurity. You're still trying to make it. But now that I've been in this, I've matured. Like, there ain't shit nobody can tell me, bro. I know what I've created. I know how good I am. And once you realize your worth, bro, like, I promise you, bro, you can talk all the shit you want. Nigga, I'm still gonna go out here and give you this 30. Like, it is what it is.
Hey, wait, hold on. Rashad, because that's you, right? When you're talking to someone, how long does it take before you actually see, okay, I got him?
Shit, it depends. Like international players, I'm making fun of your dialect. I'm like, this motherfucker can't even speak English, man. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Fuck him. And I'm talking to the bench. I'm talking to everybody. And then it's like, once you realize that, like even with Westbrook, I used to be like, why niggas is not talking crazy to Westbrook? Like I would have this nigga so upset because he's done so much. That's like, you wear the dress, like you controversial outfits. I'm at Myles. Everybody gets it, right? And it's like, how far do I go before the nigga be like, hey, that shit don't work, bro. I'm good. Now it's like, damn, I gotta go in another approach. Now I just gotta let a nigga go. But you can see it in them when you get under their skin, they start missing shots, they start rushing shit. Then it's like, if you can tell a nigga like he a ball hog and And you can tell, like, he started taking a couple shots. He's like, oh, this nigga with us. He ain't gonna pass to nobody. And then you can start seeing little elements. It's like, all right, he can
Bro,
take
it's fucking energy, bro. When you read people's energy, whether you're on the court or off the court, you read people's energy. You just said it. You can tell when a nigga's like, he's rattled. It's like, oh shit. You can tell when a nigga like doesn't play much. He's trying to make it. It's like, nigga ain't supposed to be out. Get your ass back on the bench. Give me a real nigga that can come guard me. Like, bro, you start fucking with people. And once that stuff starts to happen, you take over. Everybody got the skill, bro. You go out here, it's all about the stage, right? You go out here and you just hooping with your boys on the floor, you show the fuck out. When you get on that stage, there are those who can and those who cannot, bro. You're gonna show up or you're not. And then, like I said, everything's mentality based, bro. That's what I just had to learn in my years in the league.
Gil, if I was you, I would have been talking so much fucking shit to everybody like, Coach, you really gonna bring this bum ass nigga in here to guard me? What the fuck is wrong with y'all? You should be fired for this because I'm about to cook this nigga.
I don't know. Because I had NBA blog, right? I had the NBA blog, so I just waited till after and then just roasted everybody in the. Other than that,
You don't think all right, I got one. Y'all don't think what KG said to Melo kind of like fucked up his mentality?
Yeah, it definitely did.
Because you don't know if it's true or not.
But that's love, though. That's different.
How was he playing at that time? Was he playing bad and then he just used it to keep?
Yes.
Okay.
Melo, KG was playing all right, but Melo was hot.
Oh, Melo was hot.
Yeah, this is the Knicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the Knicks one. So this is when they were good.
But did he stop him from being hot? Did it actually?
Oh, wait, Melo got the tech and
Got kicked out of the game?
Yeah.
Oh, then he did his job.
Well, are we talking the name brand cereal story? Or,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, it's a very delicious cereal.
It's a very delicious.
You see it everywhere you go.
Also, he did his
See it everywhere you go.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that moment right there kind of just like made him like. I feel like it made you insecure because you don't know. Like regardless, like anybody talking about you, like, you know what I'm saying? It's a mental thing now. Now you're like, well, shit, did he? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, shit, like when was the time?
No, I get what you're saying. You throw spaghetti on the wall and then you be like, oh shit, it's stuck. Yeah.
So did y'all have anything as hoopers?
I was just fucking around. I ain't really.
Yeah.
You know, that shit was real. Like, it just.
Did y'all have anything as hoopers though that was like a trigger for you? Like, because we talk about your fan, whatever, but with some dudes it was their mom, whatever it may be. Some dudes you could say all that shit and it didn't matter. Was there anything that a dude could talk to you about that could get to you?
You don't know until someone says it, because we're all going through our own personal stuff off the court, right? Like, no one ever says something about you on the court unless someone thinks like I should be playing over him. Like, if I notice that you should be playing over him, right? Oh, you easy. Like, damn, why you ain't in? Why you in? He starts doing this. Damn, man, you just gonna just shoot all these shots. Know it's your contract year.
Yeah.
Like, you usually get like the personal. Like, if I know it's your contract year, I'm like, man, you up for a contract? They ain't letting you ball out. Oh boy, you about to.
Yeah.
You're never gonna understand until you just start saying stuff and it just stick.
Yeah.
I think for me personally, when I first came in, my first 3 years, like, it was a soft tag. It's like, oh, that nigga's soft. Like, he shoot threes. Like, when I first came into the league, that wasn't a thing. It was still that old school ass shit. Like, you had your guys like the Dirk Nowitzkis who made their own lane. But when I first came in 2014, 2015, it was like, that's when the tide started to shift. You don't have that old school ass five. Those are non-existent. You know, like the Al Jeffersons of the world were kind of becoming obsolete. Like, you didn't see a lot of people like him. So when people used to tell me like, oh, you soft, that would turn me up. Like, nigga, I'm not soft. But then I think like, damn, I'm not rebounding as hard. Like, I haven't really mixed it up as much. Am I soft? But then that's when you have to do some like deep diving and figuring out like who you are as a person. And then now, like, nigga, I know what I'm about, and people know what I'm about too. So when you get out there and you mix it up, that soft head don't do shit to you. Because nigga, like, I don't care what your perception is. When you get out here and you play, you know what you're gonna get.
Hey, but hold up though. Now you gotta know the one thing to get under every nigga's skin is a bitch.
That's
And I always use yo bitch. That's my bitch. Before she was your bitch.
That didn't work. See, that only worked. That only
How
worked.
secure you are as a
Yeah.
man.
No, that's what I'm saying. So you can. That's just it's the trigger point where you can poke at it like, hey man, if that's your chick up there in row 3, that's her.
That used to be yours. There's a reason she told me about you.
Oh, I know her name. She told me. She left. So we got that from the program, right? When the program, the football movie, where he's like, "Oh, you fucked my sister." oh, she told me about you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the intimidating part where if you ain't really hip to the fucking culture and know that we just fucking around, like, you get stuck in your mind like, wait,
But
you fuck my bitch?
It seems like NBA dudes date like the same 14 women though. Like,
That's why it will work.
y'all gotta branch out.
That's why I will work.
It ain't safe out there. He's 14.
We know it.
You start trying to branch out,
Yeah.
boy, you be in them headlines.
Yeah.
But that's where the insecurity comes. I'm telling y'all, bro. Like, if you're not secure as a man, it's gonna show on that floor. So, like, if you have some insecurities, you feel the need to dig in that same little pond that everybody else is digging in. It's like, oh, I gotta get this bitch because this nigga was fucking with her. Like,
Yep.
bro,
Which is
like,
weird. It's so backwards. It's so backwards, and it's like dick riding. And it's like, yo, get off my. Like what? You want to know how I move?
It's important to get her first. If you get her first,
you know
you're
it's,
good.
it's safe. It's safe. Because she left him, she didn't blast him. Like, okay, cool. She.
No, it's not that. No. I think it'd be.
It all depends. Like I go to town. Look, back when I played, back when we played, we go to town. Be like, yo, you got something for me?
Yes.
You got something for me?
I need some.
Send it through.
Yeah.
Right? Because you know, whatever happens, she's already been vetted.
100%.
Already been vetted.
But
That
there's
new one, you be like,
But there's a beauty in finding out like a woman and whatnot, right? You go with the diamonds in the rough. You actually figure out a lady and you like boss her up and you build her up.
Yeah.
There's more beauty in that than like finding a girl that's like
Already
been out
here. Yes.
Yeah, like,
you boss her up she went from McDonald's and now she's used to this new type of living. When you drop her, oh yeah, she's crying wolf. She crying wolf.
That's why I be telling these niggas to stop, talking shit to certain niggas that actually got a lot of, we got a lot of pussy. Like, relax, bro. You still in the league. You got your joint, but all I gotta do is push one little button to get on your motherfucking nerves. Hey, look, that's your wife now. Hey man, leave me alone before I show them text messages.
See, that wouldn't bother me.
Let me show these text messages.
Yeah, you feel different though.
Like, yeah, she mine now. That's what
Mine now.
yeah, she's mine now.
But I know what she
You
like.
remember she used to do the thing with the thing? She got better.
She got better.
Get taller that.
She got better.
That was that Kanye record. It's like, who taught you how to do that? Kanye. Yeezy.
So let's go back to early in your career though. Were there any guys that used to get under your skin but help make you tougher and help build that mentality?
Absolutely. There's a couple. So first person to bust my ass, DeMarcus Cousins, bro. Man, and I'm telling you, I came in on like a wave. Like, so I missed like 30 games. I broke my thumb in my first year, and it was a blessing in disguise. Got a chance to work on my body, got a chance to actually learn the NBA and just the schematics and whatnot. So I'm playing against it was a West Coast trip, right? I played against Denver, came out there at 25. I'm like, all right, I'm feeling myself a little bit. Then you play against the championship Golden State Warriors. Like I'm talking the prime, like Steph, Clay, Draymond, like Andre Iguodala, like that, like who was it, Festus Ezeli, all them dudes, Andrew Bogut. Like I'm playing against those guys. And I got 31. Like in my rookie year, I'm like, all right, now I'm really feeling myself. You go to sack on a back-to-back the next day. Now, I knew about DeMarcus Cousins. I knew he was big bully inside, but like I didn't realize he had every fucking thing. Nigga had the handle, nigga had the shot. Nigga was in there like mixing it up. Nigga was boarding. So I go there, he going crazy, bro. He had to have like 45, 50 points. Jan Mahinmi was my OG, right? He had got fouled out. Lavoy Allen, he had got fouled out. And we had Jordan Hill. He was hurt that game. He was like, Myles, you got to get in there and mix it up. I was about to go to the G League. To this day, I've never played a minute in the G League, like fortunately. Before that trip, I was literally on my way to Fort Wayne to go play. And it's funny how God works, bro. He works in mysterious ways. Jordan Hill had broke his thumb. Lavoy Allen, he had like a knee problem. And Jan Mahinmi's back was messed up. So I was like, Myles, come on, we need you to play. So I had the opportunity to shine and whatnot. But getting in there, like I said, I'm riding that highway with those 2 games. I get in there, this nigga's going crazy. Nigga dunking, like shooting threes, hit me. He had hit me one time so hard I kind of fell on my ass. He was like, you a baby. And I was like, damn, I didn't know what to say back. When he hit that, it kind of broke, talking about the shit talk, it kind of broke my confidence for a second. It's like, there's nothing I can say. I'm not about to fight this nigga. Like, I don't know what I can say in that opportunity. So I didn't know what to do. Probably finished that game with like 12 points or something like that. And it made me reconsider a lot of shit. Like, all right.
Yeah. Welcome to the
Welcome to the
welcome to the league moment. Mm-hmm. Everybody had that. Mm-hmm. I think my first welcome to the league moment was, I think Chauncey. I think Chauncey Billups maybe. I think Chauncey or D Rose maybe.
What do you do? What do you do? What do you do?
Just got me in that post and was like, "Go sit down." Got me right in that post early.
Mine was Gary Payton, right? And it was to the point where, we didn't switch back then. He did a 1-5 pick and roll. Switch! I called switch. So my 5-man guarding him. This man looked at my 5-man, posted him. Oh, you think, hey, Rick, watch this. Spent layup. I'm like, he kept doing that shit, putting me in the post, doing all that, right? I remember we're sitting at the foul. He was like, you lucky I ain't no AI type of nigga. I scored 50 on you in this quarter. He had like 18 straight though, right? Like quick 4 or 5 minutes. That was the best time. Like when I heard that, deal. I said, that bitch happy, like, thank you, Jesus.
Hey, I ain't go front. Hey,
this is embarrassing.
I ain't go front. A lot of niggas have had that moment where they like, oh my God, thank God he got me up out of here. This nigga's kicking my ass today. God damn.
That was, hey man, that was usually when you get something like, right now?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez, hey, you go deal with him, boy. I don't want no parts of that man no more.
My shit was fucking Richard and Vince in New Jersey. Them
Richard
two,
who?
Richard Jefferson. They used to
Richard
give me
Hamilton?
Jefferson. Your boy Richard.
Say it again.
Richard used to fucking get me in the posting. I used to foul this nigga because his game was so awkward. I ain't never like his game. So he used to fucking just used to foul this nigga all the time. Rip throughs. But Vince was the main one though. It wasn't Mo, so Richard.
Can I get a cup?
Look,
I'm not even going.
I know you don't like Richard. I know you don't like Richard, but
This man is Richard Jefferson.
hey, out of all people. So it wasn't like it was Matt Harper used to give me the blues.
Matt makes sense.
Matt used to bully ball and just run into me. But Vince was just that nigga that just
give me a shot.
fade
Man.
away, all that shit.
No.
All that shit.
You said Vince. I get that.
It was both of them because they played the 2-3, so I couldn't switch. They ran the same play. It's like if I switched on Rich, it's like running on the other side. And
Richard never posted up the damn.
He did. He wanted to post me.
Oh, you was weak.
Yeah. He was like, man, I'm gonna post this little nigga.
No, you know what?
Man. See?
All right. Gentleman's cut.
Cheers, guys, to the
Appreciate
gentleman's cut.
Steph Curry.
Gentleman's cut.
Gentleman's cut, guys.
Richard Jefferson.
We're not trying to
It's
fuck
all
any
good.
bags.
I got my face back on that nigga though. I got my
They like
face
to
back.
turn up a tad on
I
the
got
show.
my face back.
All good, man.
I got my face back. That was my rookie year.
When we-
it was my rookie year, bro.
We're gonna fight him when we see
It was
him.
my rookie year.
So
Yep.
you said
That was rough.
it's for gentlemen. Yeah, you gotta be a gentleman about it.
Take it like a shot. Ain't finna like shit.
Drink it like a gentleman. I mean, you gotta drink it like my niggas on the Titanic. You can have it like gentlemen.
On Titanic.
For the shit.
This nigga been coming with the jokes lately. You don't like that shit.
I saw Titanic the other day. I've been thinking about that submarine and shit too. It's been on my mind. But
That was the best black movie I've ever seen.
best black movie?
Yeah, that should be Black History.
Do so.
No black people died that day.
Was it?
Put up a movie and say, hey, the only movie in movie history where black men don't die.
Man, don't die. It was one nigga on there with the motherfucking violin or something. Somebody back there. They was in the kitchen. The niggas was in the kitchen, my nigga.
And that movie is all white. Like, yeah, that's a great ass black movie.
There was some niggas in the bowels doing the coal and shit. Somebody
Watch
down
next
there.
February. I'm about to promote that.
So let's talk a little bit about the league now today. When you look at that center position, you were talking about positionless basketball. It seems like the center position has evolved a lot with guys like Joker, guys like yourself. Now you got to be able to step out and shoot that thing. You're shooting 37% for three. So what have you seen from that position since you got in the league in 2015 to now?
It's changed a lot, bro. Like I think that, like I said, I was actually like one of the ones to come in and kind of change the position. It was me. It was Chris Porzingis. It was guys like coming in like us that kind of like made that center position obsolete because you had the slower, bigger guys. They couldn't fucking guard us. Like when I got out there and I saw like a slower, bigger defender, I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Like I'm about to get to it. Like I'm confident in my shot. I'm confident in the fact that I get downhill. Now, like I said, everything's positionless. Like when you first came in, you had like that quote unquote dinosaur era. You had your guys like the Big Owls and whatnot, the guys that could only posted up and knew what their lane was. Now, when you have these Euro guys coming in who actually work on everything as a kid, who don't just like work on just one position, they work on everything. That's one thing I pride my pops in. Like he made me stay after every practice, do all the guard drills. do all the shooting drills. And I was like, man, no, I don't need this shit. Like, I'll get to my right hook, I'll be all right. He says, nah, you're gonna need to do everything. He was the first one who made me actually get back there and do all that stuff. Greg Buckner I played for his AAU team coming up. Andre Buckner's little bro, like they had me like working all that type of stuff after practice. You know, Coach Sean Williams, another dude I was like really close with coming up, had me work on everything. So when he came into the league, it just came natural to you. It came easy. Like I knew people couldn't stay in front of me or guard me. I was quicker in my position. I was faster. I was like I wasn't that strong, but I was able to like to get to wherever I needed to get to. And that made you an asset, right? Like I said, this is business, right? You want to be the asset to any like team or community that you're into. You know, you can't be a liability on defense. You can't be a liability on the offensive end. You got to be able to do everything. Even guards now. Guards, we got to be able to post up.
Do you think it's unfair that NBA made it positionless? Because what ends up happening now, ever since they made that rule where the center is not a position in the All-Star game, moving forward, all centers, no matter what your numbers are, you get diluted to the pass. So now you're going against Kareem where he has 17 All-Star appearances, right? There's no center moving forward that would allow that. You can't have that anymore because you're not going against a center. It's like you two, like, right? So if you're going to say, all right, who's the center in the East? Right? You have Embiid, Bam, and you, right? Between you three, y'all are going to be all-stars. Some years, all three of you be all-stars. Every year, it's just you three. Now you have to compete with all forwards too.
Yeah, I ran into that problem.
So that takes away damn near automatic votes that you guys would have had to build your resume. So you've been in there 9 years, haven't made the All-Star when you could have been a 5-time, 6-time All-Star by now.
Absolutely.
Which changes everyone's career when you just try to go against the pass now.
Yeah, and like we talked about the perception of things, right? Y'all are guards. That's what sells, and everybody knows that. Guards get out there and get to it. They got the handle. They get everybody involved. That's what people want to see. Not everybody's gonna grow up to be 7 foot fucking tall. Like not everybody's gonna like inspire to that. But you see guys like undersized, like Brandon Jennings himself, come in, score 55 and shit in the debut. Like that's what guys like look at and whatnot. They see that it's like, oh shit, I can do that. Whereas you're 7 foot, it's like, oh shit, I know I'm not gonna grow. I'm not gonna be able to do what he's able to do. So I get it from a perspective of like marketing and whatnot, because you have to understand the game and then the game. You know what I mean? So you sit here and be like, I should have been an all-star, man. These niggas ain't give me my respect, da, 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 da. You can sit there and do that, or you can understand what you're up against. And that's kind of what I learned a couple of years ago. Would it be nice to be an all-star? Would it be nice to get the accolades? Of course. But it's not going to make or break my career, you know?
Yeah. Me negotiating, I'm a 6-time All-Star versus, you know.
It's different.
It's different.
Like knowing your worth, though. Knowing your worth. Them front office niggas, if you come in there and know your worth and know what you can provide and ain't know what you can provide, yeah. But I do understand the accolade part of it.
Like it just seems like I know who scared him. Pachulia.
Zaza.
That's what changed it, right? When he almost became a starter.
In the All-Star game.
When they had
that good team.
They freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like they freaked the fuck out. Like, wait, hold on, no. And then the next year they changed it, right? Oh, yeah, that's that bullshit.
Yep, Georgia.
Like I hate when they but that's the shit that kind of like irritates me. Like when you're talking about the purity of the game, and I was in the era where I seen it firsthand, right? They tried to put that ball in, which I loved.
I hate it.
I love that.
Fuck with my fingers, man.
Right.
You was cooking in that ball.
That was cooking in that ball. When they tried to use the ball, the real reason that the ball didn't last wasn't because of what it was doing to our hands. It was because Kobe did not like the idea of having an advantage over the past. He said, if the past played in leather, I want to break their records in leather. Do not give me an advantage. Okay. So they started making excuses. Steve Nash, like, he's right. Like, I don't want to break somebody's record because the past is now these guys get to shoot better. Like, no, it's messing up my fingers, cut my finger. That's where the excuses came from, because the generation was like, don't give us an advantage. We want it authentic. They played in leather. We want to play in leather. Right. And I think it's the same way for the All-Stars. If I'm Shaquille or something, and I'm like, I'm going to be saying, this is fucked up. Right. We were I made the All-Star game, even though I'm dominant. It was just two of us battling each other. Three of